My pleasure to welcome to the studio the guy behind CV.co.nz, Managing Director, no less, Tom O'Neill. Kia ora. Good morning. Thanks for your time today.
Kia ora, my friend. Great to be back on the show. Thank you.
We were talking last week about what to wear for your interviews. Today, it's still to do with what you're wearing. This might get weird, but not just whether you're wearing your own clothes, but whether or not you should be wearing other people's clothes, or at least imagining what it might be like to be wearing other people's clothes. Okay, this just got too weird. I will cut to the chase. Thinking about what it might be like to, that old saying, walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. Is this where we're going?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was the plan for today. Yeah.
And I suddenly got, okay, here's a good idea for a job interview. Swap clothes with your potential employer. No, that's not what you're saying at all. Just wanting to make that clear. I mean, it is that phrase, isn't it, that you perhaps can understand somebody better if you walk a mile in their shoes. I mean, there's wisdom in that, isn't there?
Absolutely. And this is the thing, as job hunters, we go into this whole process, in the interview, into the CV, all that sort of stuff,
Yep.
thinking about our needs and what we need. And probably there may be a little bit of concern or even a bit fear in the whole process, and we can't help but think what we need to communicate, what we want to share about us.
Mm-hmm.
But in actual fact, when you think about it from the employer's perspective, we're just another candidate of 80 that have come through. How will this person solve my problem? That's what they're concerned about.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a job vacancy. The potential employer has a need in the form of, gosh, we need somebody to do this job. Potentially you could be the person that solves that problem, although not turning up going, I'm the answer to your prayers, behold. I mean, dial down the arrogance a few notches, perhaps.
Oh, look, absolutely. And the problem is people will write in their CV, they'll have a personal statement and it'll be my dreams and hopes for the future and all those sort of things.
Yep.
And that's great. That's cool. But realistically, as a recruiter, you're not going to read it. He's going to skim past it and find out if they have what you need. And really, it's a very selfish process, job hunting, because, we'd love to think that recruiters and employers are hiring us for, not just this role, but the future.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but right now they're solving this problem. They don't have a customer services team member.
Yep.
There's 6 in the team, 2 are missing, so 4 are doing the job of 6. So your job is to solve and add value to that team.
Take some pressure. Take some pressure off the existing team before they rage quit. I think that would be top of mind for the employer. So, I mean, let's role play this a little bit. So if you're in that situation, what the employer is thinking is, gosh, staff retention is a massive priority for me now. I need somebody who is not just, any job, I don't care. I need somebody who's going to be loyal and committed to the company. I need somebody who sees this as a career more than a stepping stone. I need somebody who's going to relate and connect with other members of the team to build a bit of cohesion within the team that I've got at the moment. When you look at the situation from your potential employer's point of view, it paints quite a different picture.
Oh, look, absolutely. This is the thing. And we get most of those things you just said from the job description.
Yeah.
I think psychologically, when people write, write job descriptions, I think, without realizing it, they're actually writing not just what they want, but, some of the subtext, ability to communicate well with other team members probably means the previous person didn't communicate well with other team members, a passion for, learning and development. Well, it probably means that the previous person there just wasn't interested in that sort of stuff. So, without getting really deep into psychology, just really having a look and see if there's some sort of background message in the advertisement.
Yeah.
But again, most importantly, looking at what they want. If they talk about, seeking someone for, develop their career with ABC company, well, talk about that in the interview. Talk about that in your cover letter, about how, you're seeking a great opportunity with ABC company and, these sort of things, because you're giving them what they want. May also be what you want as well, of course, which is vital.
Yeah.
But most importantly, they've got 80 people to choose from,
Mm.
right? So how are you solving their problem?
I imagine this is an absolute game changer because, I mean, hey, if you're up against other candidates who have similar attributes, similar skill levels and experience as yourself, but you more accurately solve the problem that the potential employer has, then you may be the successful candidate ahead of those who have more training and experience that you do, because you're the best jigsaw puzzle piece to fit that particular vacancy.
But that's exactly right. They are, you'll have, let's say you've got 10 people, you've been through the 80 people, you've got, let's say 10 that are all 8 out of 10, really good in their own way. But one person is 8 out of 10, skill and expertise, but then they talk about that long-term desire to have a career with us. They've got a strong focus on learning and development and, want to develop their career further in XYZ field. They're a passionate team member who enjoys, developing relationships with other,
everything that
other
the last person wasn't, I suppose. That's what you're looking for.
And then you're now 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because you stick out as 9 out of 10. You stick out as the top candidate because everything else is equal, and then now you're meeting their needs.
Yeah, no, very good. And I think the other thing which would be vital for the situation is at the end of the interview, give your new boss their shoes back. I think leaving the interview with their shoes on, I think, would just be a terrible idea.
At least you're a mile away with their shoes.
Well, exactly.
And,
exactly. There's a one. More advice and wisdom, of course, available at cv.co.nz. Tom, thanks for what you do. Thanks for joining us on the program today.
Look, a real pleasure. God bless, my friend.